Today I'd like to focus on some deadlines we have coming up for students who are applying to CEGEP and also to university. And we'd like to remind students and parents that the deadline to apply to university online is March 1st. March 1st is also the deadline for post secondary funding, and we have applications here in the office at reception, or you could also access the applications online on our website at www.kec.qc.com. All of our forms are there. So just to summarize, I'd like to give a timeline to students and parents so that students are aware of what they have to be responsible for starting now. They should be applying to school now, asking their guidance counselor at their high school for assistance. And if they are not comfortable or would like further assistance, they could contact me here at the Kahnawake Education Center. So the timeline is you apply by March 1st. You also apply here by March 1st for your post-secondary funding. Once they're accepted, they will start to receive many different documents, letters of acceptance, letters of refusal, whatever it may be. Don't discard anything, keep everything and bring it to the education center, because sometimes errors are made and we may be able to fix things and get in touch with the school and work on a plan B. So in addition to sending out the application, send your funding application here, regardless if you're accepted or not. We need to know who's going to school or who's planning to go to school for next year for the fall 2011 semester. The next step will be in the summer, you're going to be asked to attend a registration session or a pre-registration session. Follow up with everything and be ready to start school in August. Please attend the orientation session. It's so important. There is a wealth of information available to you, and take full advantage of it. You could ask here at the Education Center for any other information required. Like, say, for example, you need to find out who the academic advisors are, who the counselors are. All of that information can be accessed here through the Kahnawake Education Center. Once you're in school, we're highly recommending that you use all services, including the Learning Center, Native Student Center, meeting with counselors, getting a peer tutor, whatever possible help you can get is going to assist you in your studies and help you survive the first year. Another area that we really stress to students is that they have to attend school. There's no way that you can go to CEGEP and not attend class and expect to pass. You need to be there. You need to ask for help. There's tons of help in the schools, and some of the resources that are available are learning centers. Some schools have Native student centers. There are academic advisors, counselors, and also asking your teachers for help. The thing is, you have to ask. You have to make appointments. They won't come to you. Each school has a contact person, and at the beginning of the year, I give out the contact information to the student, but they're responsible to go and ask for help. I also pass this along to parents too, if they want to contact the school and look for additional support for their child. So we can't stress that enough. We highly recommend that parents stay involved, at least for the first school year. Because it's so important, and we try to stay in touch with the students as much as possible by our mass emailing list, newsletter, and also having the students come in once a month. So Tracy, Alfred, and I try to really communicate and make sure that students are getting the proper help that they need. Some of the services through the Learning Center are peer tutors are available, and this is a free service, so you can actually go in and meet with a tutor. And this is usually a student who's maybe in second or third year and already has some experience in CEGEP, and they'll help you to get on track. They'll look at your work to see what type of strategies you're using, and they'll give you some pointers on that. They could also help you with note taking, preparing for exams, time management, and just to really help you look at what type of learning style you have and how organized you are, and help you get on track. Each school has a center for students with disabilities, and that's learning disabilities and also physical disabilities. So if you are experiencing problems, they offer a wealth of help at those centers too. So we have 2 upcoming events that I'd like to notify the community about, and parents and students. The first one is on Wednesday, February 9th, and it's going to be held at Deweduni Zakta from 6 to 8 p.m. And this is with Champlain St. Lambert College. And the reason we're having this meeting is because we have a strategic community health careers project. Champlain St. Lambert is starting their first nursing program ever in the fall. And they have a small group that there'll be a small cohort of students that they're intaking. And they have approached us and are highly encouraging students to apply to their nursing program. The registrar at Champlain St. Lambert will be paying special attention to the application and also be staying in contact with myself and the Strategic Community Health Careers Coordinator. And we'll be doing that over the next month or so. So if there's any new students who are applying to Champlain St. Lambert or any other nursing program, let's say at Dawson or John Abbott or Vanier, if you could let me know, and we're keeping students on a list and we're notifying the CEGEPs. The second event coming up is a parent and grade 11 student meeting, which will be held on Wednesday, February 16th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and that'll be held at Cattery School Library. And we'll be sending out an invite to all the grade 11 parents within the next week. And it'll be posted on our website and out in the media. And again, this meeting is to go over this information that I discussed today and also to answer any questions. I know students and parents have a lot of questions because there's so much paperwork involved from now until March 1st and then even after March 1st. In closing, I'd like to encourage all students to use the services of the Kahnawake Education Center. That's what we're here for. And also use the services at your school. There are academic counselors, advisors, teachers who are there to help you. With that help and with your attention and motivation, you'll be successful. But you have to go to school, you have to attend classes, and you have to use the services. We can't stress that enough. So we hope to see you at the upcoming meetings, and we're here to assist you, students, and also your parents. So feel free to contact us, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
I'm here this morning to talk to you about registration and deadlines. Deadlines are very important for our school system and for all the school systems because that's how we hire teachers, is according to the amount of registrations we receive for that particular year. Cattery's registration dates are from February 1st to the 15th. That would be for nursery and kindergarten. Your children that are registered for grade 1 and up is already considered that they will be attending Cattery again, so there's no need to re-register. If you're registering for nursery and kindergarten, parents are asked to bring in the child's long birth certificate, Medicare card, and the Cattery School will give you all the applications you need to fill in at that time. They also have a morning and an afternoon daycare. It's called a before school or an after school session. If you're interested, if you're a working parent, I believe it starts about 7:30 and it ends around 5. It costs $10 a day, and if you need that, there's forms to fill it out at the school also. This year, Cattery School is going to be offering, there's a pilot project going for a French immersion program. If anybody is interested, you can call me at the Education Center, or you can call Cattery School, 632-3350. And they have the surveys on hand. You can fill it in, leave it there, and register your child immediately if this is what you'd like to do. The other school on reserve, the other elementary school, is Garinuha School. Their registration dates are also from the 1st to the 15th. They take a maximum of 32 children in their nursery program. So if you're really interested in going to Garinuha School, we suggest you do it as soon as possible because their max is 32 students. Again, when you go to the school, you have to bring in the child's long birth certificate with both parents' name on it, and their Medicare card, and there's all the forms are at the school. So anything else, the immunization records, they'll be asking you for that also. So those are the 2 elementary schools that we have on the reserve. The other school that we have is Survival School. That's a secondary school. We ask all parents, especially for Survival School, to please register. Children are not automatically transferred from elementary to high school. They have to fill in a registration form. The files will be transferred automatically once the forms are filled in. If your child is going to a provincial school, you have to call the school that you're interested in sending your child to. Find out the registration dates. They're usually the first week of February usually from the 1st to the 15th of February. You have to call the school, ask for an appointment with the guidance counselor, and they'll give you an appointment time. You can go in. Again, you have to bring your child's long birth certificate, the Medicare card, a permanent code, and an eligibility. Now, I know you're going to wonder what a permanent code and an eligibility is. You can come to the Education Center and I can help you apply for both of them. The other important thing to remember is to fill in an application for funding form. Any child who's a Mohawk of Kahnawake and lives on the reserve and attends schools outside, a tuition must be paid for them. And in order to pay this tuition, we have to have this form filled in. So again, the earlier we do this, the better. The private schools, the registration date starts in October of the previous year. So when your child is in grade 6, I suggest you start looking for a private school then. Call the schools, ask for the registration times and the dates, and you can do the testing and let me know how that goes. So the outside schools, both the private and the provincial, need the permanent code and the eligibility. You can call me up and make an appointment to apply for both. The permanent code and eligibility, we can do this at the same time. I just need the copy of the child's birth certificate, and I need the parent that's applying for the permanent code. I need their band card. It's just to say that they're Mohawks or they're Aboriginal instead of being a Canadian citizen. So once that's done, you get the permanent code and the eligibility, and you can bring it to the school that your child will be attending for grade 7. The other thing is that if your child is going to be attending a private school, there's an application fee and a testing fee for each school that you attend. You're entitled to get reimbursed for both fees, just for the school that your child attends. Just remember to bring all the receipts into me. It's Anne Marie Scott. You can bring it into the Education Center, and the following October you can be reimbursed for the application and testing fee. And for students that are transferring from a school off reserve onto an on reserve school, please call me at the Education Center, make an appointment. You can come in with the child's records, all the school records, the birth certificate and the Medicare card, and we'll fill in all the forms necessary, plus you have to fill in a release of information form. This will entitle us to receive all the information from the previous school for your child's records. That's about the size of it for registration dates and for applications, but it's really important that you register your child in a school. It's not done automatically. Whether the school is on reserve or off, we have to have the form filled in. And if your child goes to school off reserve, please remember to fill in the application for funding form, because we will not pay for the tuition. And the school will have to bill the parent directly. We welcome you all to come in. For any questions you have, please call me. My number is 632-8770. We're here 5 days a week from 8:30 to 4. Please don't be shy, just call us and we'll be more than happy to help you with anything. Thank you very much.